It was 2:17 a.m. Most of the city was asleep. A young man sat alone in his apartment in Chicago, staring at his laptop screen. A notification had just appeared. It was a video file sent from an unknown email address. Curious, he clicked it. The video started playing, and within seconds, his heart nearly stopped, because the video showed his own apartment hallway. But the recording was from last night, and in that footage, someone was standing outside his door, someone who slowly turned and looked directly into the camera, as if they knew someone would eventually watch it. And that moment was only the beginning of 5 dark mystery stories that people in America experienced this week. Number 1. The unknown recording. Ryan lived alone in a small apartment building in Chicago. He worked remotely as a graphic designer, spending most nights at his desk. That night, when he opened the strange email, the attached video showed the hallway outside his apartment. But something didn't make sense. Ryan didn't have a hallway camera. He replayed the video again. A tall figure wearing a dark coat slowly walked toward Ryan's door. Then the figure stopped, completely still, like it was listening. Suddenly the figure stepped closer to the camera. The face was hidden in shadow. Then the person pulled out a piece of paper and held it up. 3 words were written on it. "You forgot me." Ryan froze. He had never seen that person before, or at least, that's what he believed. But when he checked the email again, he noticed something strange. The sender's name was listed as Ryan 2030. Number 2. The empty bus. Late one rainy night in Seattle, a college student named Emily waited at a quiet bus stop. The streets were empty, only the sound of rain hitting the pavement. After 20 minutes, an old city bus finally pulled up. Emily stepped inside, but immediately something felt wrong. The bus was completely empty. No passengers, just the driver. The bus began moving through the dark streets. Emily sat near the middle. As she looked at the window, she suddenly noticed something unsettling. Her reflection was there, but behind her reflection, someone else was sitting in the seat behind her. Emily quickly turned around. The seat was empty. She looked back at the window again. The reflection remained, and the shadow behind her was slowly leaning closer. Number 3. The abandoned hospital. In a small town in West Virginia, an abandoned hospital stood on the edge of the woods. People avoided it for years. Locals said strange sounds came from inside at night. 2 friends, Jake and Lucas, decided to explore it for their YouTube channel. They entered the building after midnight. Their flashlights barely cut through the darkness. The air smelled old and damp. Broken beds lined the halls. Paint peeled from the walls, and the silence felt heavy. As they walked deeper inside, they suddenly heard something, a child crying. The sound echoed from one of the rooms. They slowly opened the door. The room was empty, but written on the wall, in red paint, were 4 chilling words. They never left. At that exact moment, their flashlight flickered, and from the hallway behind them, they heard footsteps running. Number 4. The phone call. In Phoenix, Arizona, a man named Daniel woke up suddenly at 3:04 a.m. His phone was ringing. The number was unfamiliar. Half asleep, he answered. A weak voice spoke from the other side. "Please, I need help." Daniel sat up. "Who is this?" For a moment there was silence. Then the voice said something that made his stomach drop. "It's you." Daniel's heart started racing. The voice on the phone sounded exactly like him. The caller whispered, "Listen carefully tomorrow night. Don't open the door." The call suddenly ended. The next morning Daniel checked the call history. The number that called him had been disconnected 7 years ago, and according to records, it once belonged to Daniel himself. Number 5. The man outside. In a quiet rural town in Montana, an elderly man named George lived alone. For weeks he had told neighbors something strange. Every night at exactly 3 a.m., someone stood outside his house, just standing there, watching. No one believed him. They assumed it was just imagination. One night, a few neighbors decided to watch the house from a distance. At exactly 3:00 a.m., the figure appeared, standing silently near the porch. The neighbors slowly approached. When the figure noticed them, suddenly ran. They chased it across the road, and when the streetlight finally revealed the face, everyone stopped, because the man running away looked exactly like George. The same face, the same clothes, only younger. Some mysteries never find clear answers. Sometimes the darkness around us is real. Sometimes it comes from memories, from fear, or from secrets people try to hide. And sometimes the scariest thing isn't what's hiding in the shadows. It's the possibility that the truth has been standing right in front of us all along, waiting for the moment when someone finally notices. If you enjoy dark mystery stories like these, make sure to subscribe to the channel. because next week we'll bring you more mysteries that might make you look over your shoulder tonight.